Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Josh Smith. I'm the founder of Aligner Marketing. And today I want to talk about something that I hear all the time from dentists. They'll say, hey, Josh, we tried marketing, but it didn't work. We got all these bad leads, people to show up, but they weren't starting treatment. And most of the time, the marketing itself was never really the problem. The real issue, and what not a lot of practice owners understand, is that marketing only works when the business behind it is ready to receive demand. So let's talk about it. The first mistake that practice owners make, they automatically think that marketing creates new patients. And the truth is, that is not what marketing does. What good marketing does is it creates opportunity. So when you run ads, when you post content, and when you promote a specific offer, you're not paying for patients. You're paying to get in front of a specific audience. You're paying for attention, and you're paying for views. That's it. What you say, what you show, and what you offer determines whether or not that attention turns into engagement. So yes, if the message is bad, if the creatives are weak, and if the offer is simply confusing or something that people don't care about, you will get less engagement. But the point that most people miss is that it is very, very rare that the marketing just doesn't work. Okay. So if you are getting leads, if forms are being filled out, and if you are getting your phones to ring, then the marketing is working. It's plain and simple. I hate to break it to you. Now, this is where things typically start to break down. Great marketing creates pressure. It gets the phones to ring, it increases interest, and it creates more opportunities. And what most practice owners don't realize is that marketing amplifies what already exists. It does not solve problems, it magnifies them. So if your practice already has issues like slow lead response times, inconsistent scheduling, confusing pricing, poor follow-up, all marketing does is send more people into a broken system, right? And the result of that is not growth. It's chaos, it's burnout, and it eventually turns into, well, oh, the marketing didn't work. When in actuality, the marketing did work. It's just that the systems failed. Another huge issue that I see in disorganized practices, and this is a big one, teams not being aligned or trained. You have to understand that opportunities die when the team isn't aligned or trained to handle them. And by opportunities, guys, I mean leads. And what that looks like is this. So the front desk not knowing how to influence conversations and decisions, properly qualify leads, and confidently book high value appointments. For the treatment coordinators, assistants, or hygienists, they simply aren't confident in presenting treatment. They struggle with explaining value, and they avoid money conversations. And because of that, the doctor ends up having to sell instead of diagnose. And that is a huge problem. When the team isn't aligned, the patients, they feel that. Right? And when patients feel uncertainty, they hesitate. Even the best leads will stall if the team isn't prepared to guide them. The next issue is subtle, but it is incredibly damaging, and it's that the patient's journey is fragmented. So from the patient's perspective, the journey simply feels broken. Ads promise one experience, but the office delivers on another. The website feels modern and confident, but the consult feels rushed or outdated. Pricing and value isn't explained clearly. Next steps feel unclear, and the experience simply doesn't match expectations that marketing sets. And that gap creates friction. And guess what? Friction kills trust. Okay. Every practice has a patient journey, whether you planned it or not. If the journey isn't intentional and consistent, every patient experience is going to feel different. And inconsistent experiences, well, they create inconsistent results. Another area that gets overlooked is the fact that leadership involvement matters more than most people realize. So a lot of practice owners will go out to a marketing company, and then they will immediately pass it off to someone else in the practice. And from there, they completely disengage from the process. They only focus on the cost and the results, but not the strategy, not the messaging, and not the systems required to support it. What you have to realize here is that teams mirror leadership. If leadership treats marketing like an afterthought, the team will too. Marketing doesn't require micromanagement, but it does require ownership. And when leadership is involved, aligned, and intentional, everything downstream improves. Now, the core message that I want you to take from this video is that marketing alone is not a growth strategy. It is a multiplier. If your practice is organized, if systems are in place, if the team is trained and aligned, if there's accountability, marketing multiplies that and you get growth. You get easy growth. But if the practice is disorganized, if there are no systems, if the team isn't trained, if accountability is missing, marketing is going to multiply that too. And that's when things start to feel chaotic. So whenever I hear a practice say, hey, we tried marketing and it didn't work, what they usually mean is that, hey, we increased demand without building the infrastructure to handle it. That's the real issue. So if you want your marketing to actually work, meaning it converts opportunity into real production, you're going to need a real strategy, the systems and processes, a trained and aligned team, and real accountability. When those things are in place, marketing stops feeling risky and it starts feeling predictable. So that's about it. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a colleague that might needs to hear this, and I will catch you in the next one.